First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Superdome. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
First down throw for Carr. This throw right side is caught by Hill. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Here's Kamara. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Alvin Kamara. And when you think about his career, Mike, the fact that for 7 straight years he's over 1,100 yards from scrimmage, that's the consistency. That's the ability to impact the game both as a runner and as a receiver that really makes him stand out from a lot of the other running backs in the league.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. This one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Now a man who made the move inside the division. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Jason Sanders on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A fair catch signaled. And they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Back is Carr. Now a screen set up for Miller. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Saints will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu from the secondary on the stop. 2nd and 7. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. That is brought in. And he will score. third. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His first touchdown of the new campaign. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. On first down, Carr. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the ground, it's Miller. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass, and that'll set up fourth down. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. Here's first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at third down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he'll pick up the first down as he moves this up to the 29-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. He fumbled the football. The Saints have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A second down throw for Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Miller. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Carr working out of the gun. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Miller. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Miller. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down. Carr to throw. That's caught by Miller. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Miller. 2nd down and 8. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Carr. And that is incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On second down, Hurts. That is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Carr now to throw on first down. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. They'll come to the line now on second and 2.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And he's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Saints will open up a 6-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts to the air on first down. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll run. It's Barkley. Now a loose football. The Saints have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be...
And he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Saints add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up second down. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this game. Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Play action now. It's Carr. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The man down the field, it's Olave. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll go play action with Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Eagles 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A first down throw for Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ooh. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold, serve, and keep this score right where it is.
Now, a second down throw from Carr. To the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Miller. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. And now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
In motion is Hill. Second down, Carr. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. The extra point by Sanders is good. The Saints will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will take this one in. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion. And out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for two, and it does not pan out. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
15-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Carr. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Whoa! And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Shaheed in motion. That is intercepted by the first-round pick from April. It's Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get about 5. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
For the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Hurts. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go. Zone. It's a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick six. The open receiver is Dotson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by...
Now they'll set up to throw. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On the handoff, this is Miller. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard gain brings up third and 6.
A run here with Miller.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And that one bounces off the crossbar, but it goes in. It's good. And the Saints add on to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
This one is caught by Dotson. And he's into the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
A run up the middle with Miller. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Carr working out of the gun. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more?
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Once again, it's Barkley. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Eagles 40.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Miller. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with Miller. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Saints will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground. Inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So this one, a win for the Saints. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.